Alright, check this bike out. Just picked this thing up. Little Kx80 here. Kickstart mechanism doesn't work. Frame is painted green. Caliper painted blue. Overall, it looks pretty good. Seat looks pretty decent. I believe it does have compression. So we'll get this thing off the truck and start digging into it. The story behind this one's pretty interesting as well. Alright, little walk around of the bike here. Get the full picture. You can see the kickstart is like really messed up on it. I like this. Little spring mechanism. That is really funny, actually. But yeah, I paid $425 for this thing. See if there's any coolant in here. Oh, there's some coolant in there. Oh, it's actually kind of surprising. You got the dice up at the top. Looks like we've got some Moose Racing bars on it. See if the throttle works here. Yeah, throttle body works. Slides moving up and down. It looks to be the original carburetor. Key-hidden carb. The air box is off. Just has a pod filter on it. Pipe is nice. Not too bad. Fork seals are leaking really, really badly. So we'll have to get some fork seals for it. Wheel bearings are shot. Chain and sprockets aren't too bad. Not horrible. But we'll get this bike in and I'll tell you the backstory and we'll go over the rest of the bike. So if you look at the plastics, I mean, they're pretty much spotless. I don't know if these are aftermarket plastics for it or what's going on, but plastics are really nice. Really, really nice. And seats actually really nice as well. Seat can come off. Plastics aren't painted or anything. Hopefully the case isn't cracked or anything like that. I didn't even check that. Doesn't look like it. Looks like there's oil in it too, from the window. Does back brake work? Check that out. Front brake does work. Yeah, back brake works. This is before the calipers are painted blue. And then the kickstart is blue as well. They blacked out the rims. So the rims are painted black, as well as the hubs. Looks like it hasn't been ridden in a long time. Look at the front brake. The rotor on there is completely rusted. And usually when you hit the brake, it would take off all that rust. So definitely has not been ridden in a while. Overall, it's not in horrible shape. Just needs a couple things to get this thing to go. But wheel bearings are shot on both wheels. Pipe looks pretty good. Still has a stock silencer on it. The pipe doesn't look to have any cracks in it or anything like that. Everything looks pretty tight on the engine. Hasn't leaked any oil. So that's good. Let's see if it shifts into gear here. first. Neutral. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Neutral. Caliper sticking a little bit. I think the brake caliper in the back is locked up a little bit. You can see it grabs a little. I'll have to fix that too. But at least it shifts in the gear, and I believe that it has compression. So let's start by getting that spark plug out of there. This thing's been sitting for a while, so we'll lube that up. See if it has spark, and then we'll try to work on this kickstart mechanism, because right now it's not doing anything. I'm guessing they had this thing apart and put it back together wrong. But it doesn't look like the clutch is working either. So they definitely had that cover off and put everything back together wrong. So hopefully nothing's wrecked in there. But yeah, let's just figure out the year on this bike. Alright, so 10th letter back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we gotta look for a K on the chart and see what year that is. Alright, just looked it up. K stands for 1989, so this is a 1989 Kawasaki Kx80. So pretty sweet year for the KXs. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's start digging into it and see if we can get this bike to run and drive. Hopefully we can do it. Alright, we're gonna start by getting the plug out of here. The guy that sold this to me said he bought it from a guy he met in jail. So there's that. Okay, he said his buddy sold it to him, and he never got to run or drive. So he was buying a boat, so he decided to sell the dirt bike to buy the boat. And that's everything I know about this bike. So I don't know any backstory. I don't know anything about it, except that he bought it from his buddy that was in jail. And he never got it to run. But the plug looks pretty good. I mean, it's not white or anything. That's a good sign. We're running a BR9 ES. That looks like the correct plug for it. Plug that in there and just see if we've got compression when we spin this wheel over here. Alright, we'll see if we have spark too, if we can spin the back wheel. But first, let's lube up the cylinder a little bit. Thing's been sitting for a long time. Alright, we're just going to be using a little 2-stroke oil to lube up the cylinder. Put a little bit down there. I can feel the piston at the top of the cylinder here. Let's put a little bit in there. Alright, now we've got that lubed up. Let's try spinning the back wheel, and we'll see if that thing spins over. First gear. That doesn't sound too good. Might have something to do with the clutch area being so bad. But let's just see if it has spark before we go any further. Definitely have to take that clutch cover off of here. It is not sounding so hot. Oh, we've got spark. I think we've got compression too. The spark plug out, I just want to feel it. Oh yeah, we've got compression. A little bit at least. You can hear it knocking in here. Sounds really bad. Let's start getting this off. We'll see how bad this is in here. first get the spring contraption off of here. Alright, off comes the spring. Kicks over, kinda. I think it's just missing the spring. Come on. Doesn't want to come off. There we go. Alright, we got the kickstart off. Alright. So this bolt should come out 10 millimeters. Once I take the cap off, we should have coolant draining out of there. Everything's working properly. Oh, and nothing's coming out, so that's not good because it looks like coolant is in there. Yeah, coolant's definitely in there, so if it's not leaking out, that means that something's going on in there. Oh yeah, it's all rusty. I'm guessing the cover right here is all crap on it. Now it's draining. See if the impeller's fine. Could I get a flathead screwdriver? Doesn't look that bad. There's no corrosion going on. And the impeller looks fine as well. So there's the drain right there. That bolt is drain. So this plug wasn't even the drain. And typically it is, but on this one it's not. So that's why no coolant was coming out. But it's good to check that impeller anyway. We'll have to check the oil and see if it's milky. If it's milky, that means the seal behind here is junk. Alright, oil drain plug is, you can see it right through here. Looks like there's oil in it, so. Doesn't look too milky or anything. Not seeing any metal chunks, so that's a good sign. It looks like it was way overfilled though. There's a lot of oil in there. This thing only takes 0.7 liters and that's definitely over that already. Right, time to get the cover off. Let's see. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's get the brake mechanism off of here. Alright, let's see what's behind here. Alright, comes off easy. if we can get this off now. Looks like the kickstart mechanism's holding us up here. I hope parts aren't going to be falling off. Let's see. Feels like something's broken in there. I feel parts that are broken. Alright, that's just the clutch. Alright, so far it's fine. And this part just goes right in here. Like that. Alright, so far everything looks fine actually. Oh, that's where we... Alright, that's where we've got the problem. You can see that. So that's not right. You can see there's no spring mechanism happening. Clutch looks like it's on correctly. Clutch basket looks really good. This water pump gear, is that spinning? Let's just try to spin the clutch over and just see what that does. You can hear a little bit of, sounds like maybe like rod failure or something. I don't know. I hear crunchiness. Let's see. Not getting a whole lot of compression. Not getting a whole lot of anything. Not a whole lot of compression going on. But clutch all seems pretty decent. So it's really just the kickstart mechanism. So it's working, fixing that. Alright, so there's two 8mm bolts up here. Take those off. And then this should slide out. We might have to go, I'm trying to think here. We might have to take the clutch off too. Oh, this thing wasn't even on there either. Huh. Ah. Well, that sucks. That's why it's not springing. Look at that spring. That broke off right there. So that spring is supposed to have another one of these that hooks into this white groove right here. You can see. Like that. And it's supposed to hook in there. And it's supposed to spring back. So already one broken spring. That's why that was not working. Alright, so it looks like the kickstart mechanism was on correctly. So when you kick it over, that bar goes back, and then the spring is supposed to pick it back up, go like that, and that bar hits that bar before it hits the gear. So that was in there correctly. It does turn over now. I don't think it has much compression though. So we'll do a compression test next. Get the compression tester in here. I have a feeling this is going to be pretty low. We'll try to do a throttle open. Feels pretty gummed up. That was some better compression right there. Pop that thing off. A little compression. It's getting up there. It's definitely low. We're at 50s, we're at 70 pounds of compression. So it's definitely low. And it feels weird when I'm kicking it over. It's almost like it's like sticky. It's hard to explain. It feels like something's binding. So that's not good. I think we might have to tear down the top end and see what's going on. All right, we're taking the clutch off. I just want to see what's going on behind there. We got her. Let's get this clutch off of here. Whole thing should come off. Alright. Let's see if it's still binding here. That's smooth. Transmission's really smooth. That feels really good. Those gears are smooth. Top end is a little crunchy. Alright, coming to the stator side. Let's just see what this flywheel looks like. Maybe the flywheel's getting bound up or something. But yeah, something's binding for sure. What I like to do is just kind of see if the flywheel goes up and down. It doesn't, so the crank bearings are probably fine. Feels pretty smooth. Huh. What I'm going to do is attach a drill to it and spin it over and just see if I hear any knocking sounds coming from the engine. Bunch of old gas coming out. There's like, I think it's flooding with gas in there. I think the whole cylinder is filled with bad gas. Look at the stuff that came out of there. Oh man, that smells horrible. Soaked with gas when I did that. Let's see. Oh geez. Holy crap. Whole bike is just on fire. My fire extinguisher went out. Almost burned down the whole house here. Let's see if we got a hose on here. Wow. Oh, I'm gonna slip down the steps. Oh, jeez. That's really bad. Why is it not working? This is still on fire. I don't know what to do about that. That's all oil. Let's see. How can I get this out of here? Yeah, my fire extinguisher is out. Let's see if I got a little bit left in there. I don't know where it is. There's still that little piece right there. Holy cow. Alright. I think we're good. Jeez. I think our bike is wrecked. Oh man. Oh man. That sucks. Wow. Wow. That really sucks. I hear sirens coming. I don't know if they're coming from my house or what. But that was not good. I hear sirens coming. Well, I think that's the end of that bike. We'll have to see, but the gas tank is toast for sure. So we'll have to look for a gas tank. Car boots all crap. Guessing the seals on the engine are crap. Everything's burned on it. Holy cow. That was really, really bad. That thing just shot up in flames like crazy. That was bad. That was really bad. Holy cow. The whole thing just went up in flames. Well, we're really breaking in the garage floor now. Man, the smell's horrible. I think those sirens are for me. I can hear them. Hopefully not. Gotta clean this up. My heart is racing right now. Holy cow. Burnt to a crisp here. I've never had that happen before. I forgot to take the spark plug out while I was doing that, and gas was just pouring right on the spark plug, and that's how it set fire. Holy cow. Usually I take the spark plug out and put it on the bench while turning it over so I don't get shocked. But yeah, it looks like the sirens died down. So they must not have been coming for me. Oh jeez. That was scary. If I would have had any other flooring in here, it would have been all on fire. So I'm really happy it wasn't on the nice flooring too. Whew. That was almost really bad. Jeez. Well, I think we just lost 425 bucks. But that was my mistake, and now we know, take the spark plug out before turning over the bike, because there could be gas in it. Wow, that thing just went up in flames. I'm lucky I didn't have any gas on me either. I would have been on fire instantly. Jeez. And then oil, you can't put out oil, so we got really lucky here. I'm happy nobody got hurt. That's the main thing. But yeah, that's the bike is replaceable, so oh god, that was not good. Oh, that really sucks. So I was spinning over the engine, and it must have caught on fire, and I tipped over the camera and I ruined my video card, so I must have deleted the footage right when I was spinning over the engine, the best part of the whole video. I don't know how that would have happened, but it's like right before it happens, the video is cut out. It is insane. So that really sucks. I didn't even get it on camera. But yeah, I was spinning it over, and then all of a sudden it just went up in flames, and then you saw me show the bike on fire. So I wheeled it out over here and dropped the bike there. This whole spot was on fire. That whole spot was on fire over there. I was just trying to get it out because it was just a huge black cloud of smoke going up to the ceiling. So I don't know what happened to my video card, but I knocked over the camera trying to get out of here so fast, so I think it damaged the footage, which really sucks. But yeah, that was definitely scary. I would not recommend putting the spark plug in gas and turning it over. But we learned our lesson, and we'll try to get that engine out and see if we can salvage some of it. Well, here's the damage done. All the melted plastic on the pipe. It looks like that's coming off at least. But you can see everything's burnt to a crisp. What even is that part? Still turns over. The seat looks okay on it yet. But the gas tank is completely fried. Plastics are completely fried on this side. Look at the big hole in it. Oh man, that's really bad. Spark plug wire. Coil. Gone. Boots are gone. Cooling hose gone. Oh man. Yeah. That is not good. Not good at all. Well, we're gonna take off all the bad parts and see what we have left. Alright, everything is burnt to a crisp here. Radiator's junk. Coil's junk. All the lines are junk. I think we can save the carburetor at least. And the engine, I think we can save. We'll tear down the top end and just see what that piston looks like. We're on there real tight. Oh man, does that smell bad? Burnt plastic. I think head gasket was junk. That could lead to low compression as well. Looks pretty soggy. Come on. Oh yeah, the head had a couple nicks in it. You can see. Here's the head gasket. Looks pretty old. Piston looks newish though in there. Not seeing any scratches on the cylinder yet. But yeah, let's get up that cylinder. Take a closer look. Around the cylinder, they're 12mm. There was 13 at the head. Getting the cylinder off here. Ooh, piston is junk on it. Rod bearing, junk. It's got hot rods. Rod on it. Feel that play up and down. But yeah, I'm guessing the rod went out. And then looks like the cylinder might be fine actually. Oh. A couple scratches in the cylinder. It's not horrible, but a couple small ones in the cylinder. Take a look at the piston. This bike was junk anyway. Look at big scratches. Rings are stuck in the piston. So I was right about that. And then it actually was double whammy. It was junk piston plus junk bearing, rod bearing. There's a ton of play in there, up and down. Probably 2mm up and down. And side to side, that's a lot of side to side too. But it looks like a Wiseco piston to me. Looks like it's 0.5 over. Yeah, she's a little rough. You can see the hot rod on there. So it was rebuilt at one point. Well, that was the culprit. That's why it was sounding crunchy. Taking a look at the cylinder. Big gouge right there. On the side, a couple chips out right there. Right there, there's a chip out. And then coming through, you can see a big scratch on the side there. That goes all the way down. You can see where the chip is out of there too. Alright, we got the piston out. Take a close look at that. You can see it's chipped right there, right there. All the rings are pretty much welded in on one side of it. So, right there. They're all welded in. And scraped really hard on this side. I think we're just gonna sell this one and get rid of it. It is too big of a money pit for me to work on. Because we need a coil, we need possibly a stator for it, gas tank, I think a side plastic piece. What else do we need? Rod bearing, new piston, new cylinder. Seat's good, plastics are good. Pipe is good, carburetor's good, covers are good, clutch is good, wheels are good, so I should have no problem parting it out, but I think I'm just gonna sell the whole thing for like $100 and be done with it. So that was kind of a bummer video, but it was definitely interesting. We took a risk on it and it did not pay off. I thought for sure it was gonna be fine, and it was just that kickstart mechanism, but yeah, this thing was toast. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, stay tuned for the next video, and until next time, we are out.